Hey there, this is Alex from Twilanswer, and in this video I'll quickly show you how you can place outbound calls from your Twilio numbers using Twilanswer. So once you do this, you'll be able to make outbound phone calls using any of your Twilio numbers at your standard Twilio outbound bill rates, not marked up or anything like that. So to do this, you'll need to head over to Twilanswer.com and click on Try Free to sign up. You get a free 14-day trial, no credit card required, anything like that, just to test it out and make sure it works out well for you. Once you do that, you'll need to enter your information, your first name, last name, email, password, all that kind of fun stuff, and create an account. Then once you create that account, you will need to link your Twilio account. So to do that, you'll head back over to the Twilio console. It will depend a little bit on if you're on the legacy Twilio console or this much more modern one that they've recently started to roll out to some users. But either way, you're just a click or two away. So on the legacy one, you'll need to get your account SID and auth token, which are down here on the account info. You may need to scroll down. On the newer version, there's this arrow pointing down from the bottom. You click on that and you get account SID and auth token right there. You can also watch this video to show you where to find those, but just go ahead and copy those over, paste them into Twilanswer. It'll ask you what your primary phone number is. This is used for a couple of things behind the scenes, but you'll be able to place calls from any of your Twilio numbers that are in your account. If you don't have any numbers in your Twilio account, you'll just need to go ahead and buy one of those numbers. I'm going to assume that if you're watching this video, you already have a Twilio number that you're trying to make calls from. But if you need help with that, I have a guide on how to buy those Twilio numbers. I'll link that in the description, and you'll be able to do that. But for now, we'll just go ahead and select one of these phone numbers. The next step is auto configuration, which really matters more for placing inbound calls or receiving inbound calls and configuring how you want to handle that, which Twilanswer is also able to handle for you and has a lot of advanced options like IVRs, AI agents, call forwarding, voicemail, etc. But for now, we're just talking about outbound calling. I recommend leaving it set up because if you ever set any of that inbound calling stuff up, it will be easier to do then versus having to manually set everything up. But for now, I recommend just leaving it on. Then when you click on continue, it'll take you into the route configuration step. And this is where you can configure, if you'd like, what happens when someone calls your Twilio number. Now, if you are only looking for outbound calls, you can ignore this completely, and whatever setup you have for your inbound calls will remain untouched. But if you would like to handle your inbound calls as well, you can do that right here. You can forward the calls, send them to voicemail, use an AI agent, record, transcribe, etc. I've got a ton of videos on the channel talking through all of those options, and I'd also be happy to help if you reached out to our support email, hello@twilanswer.com. But with that, I'll go back to helping you figure out how to place outbound calls. Just go over to the dialer, and you'll see that all you need to do is enter the recipient phone number that you'd like to call, the caller ID, which is basically which Twilio number you'd like to place those outbound calls from, and the call method. So you can either place those calls using your browser or a forwarding device. So a browser will literally call using my phone and nothing else. If I have AirPods or a headset, it'll use that. Or if you have a forwarding device, what you can do is you can place the call, it'll call your phone, and then it'll connect you to the end user, but only show your Twilio line as the caller ID. They won't know that you're actually talking on your phone. A lot of people like this option if you really just like to hold your phone, walk around, what have you, or you can just use a browser call, especially if you're making international calls. That's a lot easier. So just to demonstrate this, we can go ahead and call the Apple support line, which is 1-800-692-7753. And when I click on this start call button, it will go ahead and initiate that call.
Welcome to Apple. Calls are recorded and transcribed.
And we'll just go ahead and end that there so we don't actually call their team. But that was how simple it was to just get set up with the browser calling. If you want to use the forwarding device, like to have it call your phone number, all you have to do is click on forwarding device, add phone number. You'll need to click on forwarding number. You'll type in name it, like Alex Sell, and then my phone number, 94327368. If you verify that, it should give you a call at that phone number from your Twilio line.
Your verification code is 8347.
347. Just input that verification code, and it will add your forwarding number. Then you can go back over to your dialer, select forwarding device, Alex Sell, and then again, if we call Apple at 1-800-692-7753, and we click Alex So, it will call my phone first, and then it will connect me to my recipient, right? So if I answer this,
Welcome to Apple. Calls are recorded
and Apple or whoever I was calling will only see the Twilio line, right? And then if they call back, it will do whatever you've configured for that Twilio number, which again, Twilanswer can help you with that also. But that is how easy it is. Just took a few minutes to go ahead and get everything set up, and now we can be off to the races placing outbound calls as much as our heart's desire. Also worth mentioning that we have the capability to record and transcribe those calls, and those would be accessible within the Twilanswer dashboard or via our API or our integrations with Zapier, Front, Make, or many other platforms. So yeah, if you have any questions or need help getting set up, feel free to reach out to email hello@twilanswer.com, hello@twilanswer.com. And you can go ahead and sign up for free by heading over to twilanswer.com and clicking on Try Free. Free 14-day trial with no credit card required. Yeah, that was everything I had to cover here, so hope everyone has a great day.